All right. Hey everyone, I'm just gonna wait until a couple of people come in. All right. So, ladies, let's talk. I made a video yesterday about how there's just a lot of hate for gold diggers out here in this world, right? And it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Um, so I had someone comment, like leave a really, really insightful comment. And I really appreciate it. This is why I want to share this with you. So one of my subscribers, Chelsea, says here, like I said before in your previous video, a man is always loyal to his ego first. Men are naturally selfish. So when you, as a woman, know your worth and request they reciprocate, they get upset because they realize they cannot use you to their advantage. They had no intentions of reciprocating because they are thinking about how to get off first or get over, right? So again, ladies, date multiple people. A man is always going to continue to do him regardless of you staying or leaving. Okay, and she says another thing. Don't get upset when a man tries to sleep with you right away. They are naturally built to attempt this. I know this can be discouraging, especially when being met with this constantly from selfish men who don't bother to attempt to hide this and overall as a woman. This is why, especially as a lady, you always keep your standards high. A man will continue to find better if he can't get any and everything out of you. Okay. And again, have a roster to keep busy and not stay fixated on them. They sure as hell aren't staying fixated on you. All right. Peace and blessings. Cool. I really appreciated this comment because it made me think of my own experiences right now. I'm dating right now and going on some dates. Like this part right here really spoke to me. Don't get upset when a man tries to sleep with you right away. Yeah, this is annoying. This is the most annoying thing. For example, I went on a date with this one guy yesterday, and he was so excited that he decided to come back to my town and play golf. So he was like, "Oh, I'm in your area. You could come out." I'm like, okay. Came out to the golf course. We spent the whole day together playing golf. But I didn't play golf. I just watched the group of people. But afterwards, we eat dinner and we don't even go to a super fancy place. It was a nice, decent place. And he's like, "Oh, you're so fancy." I'm like, this isn't even like Capital Grill. This isn't even Ruth's Chris, right? Like, but anyway, he's like, "Oh, you're so fancy." And then after it, he's like, "Oh, can you, hey, why don't you just come to my place and spend the night?" And I'm like, I just met you yesterday, right? And it was really discouraging. It was like, wow, like you don't want anyone to ask you for some stuff right away. Like, what if I asked you for my rent money to this date? Like, you would be upset, right? Like, you'd be like, okay, let's make some arrangements for you to pay my rent. You sitting over here talking about you want to arrange me going over to your house. It is discouraging. But I mean, just this is just as Chelsea's point proven. And that point is they just think about their own self-interest first and foremost. And if what they do doesn't directly or seem to directly get them what they want, they don't want to do it. They're not going to offer to do it. They don't, I mean, like, you have to, like she said, keep your standards high and make sure you have a roster because they're going to play these games. That's what they do. They play games. But you know what? You can play games too. And the fact that you're a woman, you have the power. You set the tone for the relationships. You have what they want. Men get pursue careers to access women. Men buy houses, get cars to attract women. Men do everything to have a woman. Understand this. Don't accept the scraps, and you're good. And I mean, I just really appreciated this comment right here. Right. And I mean, I've seen it. I mean, this just spoke to my heart. It's crazy. And I mean, this right here. So when you as a woman know your worth and request that they reciprocate, they get upset, having attitudes. I've had men try to get something from me, and then when I ask for something little, they get upset. They have an attitude, right? But when I pull it all back, don't give them my time, my energy, my attention, then it's all different. Now they want to do stuff for you. Hey, Chelsea girl. Hey, thank you so much for making this comment. Like, this comment changed everything for me. That's why thank you. Thank you, girl. I'm speechless because when I saw this comment, I think I saw it this morning or like this afternoon, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, this is my life. This is my life right now. Like, how did this woman read my life? Because I've been dealing with these same exact issues. I've been dealing with men asking stuff from me, asking for my time, asking for my attention, asking, oh, can you stay here? Stay. I mean, but they don't want to give anything. I mean, this right here. So when you as a woman know your worth and request that they reciprocate, they get upset because they realize they cannot use you to their advantage. They had no intentions of reciprocating because they're thinking about how to get off first. Right. They always want to get over. And yes, it is extremely important to date multiple people. Yes. Oh, yes. And absolutely right. A man is always going to continue to do him regardless of you staying or leaving. But anyway, I just wanted to share this because I mean, this I'm honestly like this comment. It just I wouldn't say. Thank you, Chelsea, for making this comment. This comment right here, like, it just made me feel like I'm not alone, right? Like, it made me feel like, okay, I'm not the only one having these frustrations while dating men. Like, I'm not the only one that's frustrated that they're so selfish and that they want to ask you for everything. They want to ask you for access to your body. They want to ask you for your time. They want to ask you for your attention. They want to ask you for your energy. They want you to be a maid, a cook, a clean, a sex slave, a nanny, a therapist. But they don't want to provide or do anything for you. It's crazy. But the thing is, it's like they can't even really live without it. You know what I mean? Like, they go crazy if they don't get it. We all know what it is. So Chelsea says, I'm flattered that you're sharing my comment, and I'm sorry that you are dealing with this in dating, but I'm glad to know that you are aware of what is happening. A man will always test you. Yes, girl. Obviously. Yes. Thank you. Oh yeah. Okay. So it says a man will always test you to see if you'll lower your standards. You got this though. Keep your head up. Of course. Yeah. I mean, I just can't, like, I can't even do it. Like, it's like once you know how valuable what you had, like once you know how valuable you are and how valuable what you have is, it's like would any sane person go around with diamonds, like a whole handful of diamonds, and just like give it out, like just throw it out into the streets? No sane person would do that. So it's like, why would you do that with your body? Like, as a woman, like, why would you do that with your body? If you wouldn't take diamonds or pearls or gold and just throw it out in the streets because you know how valuable it is, then why would you do that to your body? Why? It makes no sense. I mean, and every time women do this, every time women sell themselves short and give it up for little to nothing with no effort put into you, no time invested, no resources invested, no emotions invested into you. I mean, you playing yourself and you're playing like all of us at this. You're just making this is a hot mess we got out here in this world. But anyway, Hey, Princess C. Okay, so Chelsea says, right, I resonate with you. Sometimes you just need the validation. I relate to you in this when I have dated as well. Yeah, I mean, like, but for me, like, I get validation not from someone like telling me some empty words or like talk is super cheap. Talk is cheap. I don't get validation from a man telling me, "Oh, I like you. You look so pretty. Oh, yeah, I want to spend time with you." Like, no, I feel validated when he puts in some energy, when he's going out of his way to do. And I told the men that I'm dating, like, my two love languages are acts of services and gifts. Like, I don't want no words of affirmation. Words don't mean anything. Words ain't nothing. They words are nothing. Anybody can say some words just to get what they want. Somebody will give you worthless, empty words to get something extremely valuable. And anytime if you can get swindled out of your valuable possessions, out of some worthless, empty words, there's a problem. There's a problem with that. But I get validation off of how much energy someone is investing, how much resources someone is investing, how much time, how much emotion someone is investing. Like, I don't really get validation off of anything else. But anyway, Princess C, finally I catch you live. Love you, girl. Hey, Princess C. Hey, girl. Love you too. I don't know. I'm just venting right now because I've been on several dates lately, and it's just been like, really, like, this one guy went out of his way to like harass me and to get me to come out with him a second time. Like, I just saw him yesterday. He wants to see me today. And so he took me to a golf course today. Well, I met him at the golf course today. And it was just like, when you want to parade me around in front of these men and be like, oh yeah, I got this cute girl, but you won't give me nothing. And it's like, then he had the nerve to ask me, like, ooh, maybe you could come to my house. Like, no, ain't nobody coming nowhere. I'm not, for what? I don't even know you. This is the second day, really? But it made me feel better. Like, the reason why Chelsea's comment made me feel better is because it says here, because I felt some type of way. I was like, damn, like, this is the second day I'm meeting this dude and he's already asking me to go over to his house. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And here Chelsea says, don't get upset when a man tries to sleep with you right away. They are naturally built to attempt this. I know this can be discouraging, especially when being met with this constantly from selfish men who don't bother to attempt to hide this and overall as a woman. Yeah. And it's like, men don't do anything. Men don't do anything to hide their desire to sexually exploit you and to get access to your body. They don't hide the fact that they're after sex, but we have to hide the fact that we're after resources. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Princess C says, facts, people do it all the time. Chelsea says, I meant that I spoke upon have you. Oh, okay. I meant what I spoke upon have you validation. Wrong word. Vindicated. Oh, apologize for the confusion. Chelsea, where are you from? What's your first language? But anyway, yeah, vindication. Okay, vindicated. Yeah, I do. Thank you for your comment. It made me feel like it made me feel understood and that I wasn't alone in the world. Okay. All right. So with that said, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you so much. Thank you, Princess C, for coming through and saying hey to me. And yeah, I'll see you lovely ladies later when I have some more stories from you, when I have some more advice, when I can share some more information with you guys. I'm out here dating. I'm out here seeing what this is about. And yeah, it can be really frustrating dealing with men. It can be super frustrating, especially when they ask for so much but want to give so little. So that's why you have to keep your standards high and know that you got what they want. It's not the other way around. Like, we can get what they got by ourselves. And unless they, using a blow up doll, they can't get what they want from us without us. But anyway, so with that said, I'll see you lovely people later. Bye. Good night.